Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout. You fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream. It's one of your favorite streams of the whole week, if not your favorite stream of the whole week, which is the Liverpool Avengers show. Big up to everyone locked in. We already almost have 200 people in the building. I appreciate and love you all. Please close the live chat, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you, please just close the live chat and like the video. Tell them Akia. And keep letting me know your opinions on the chat. Keep letting me know what you think. There's a lot for us to unpack. There's a lot for us to discuss. Big up you guys, man. And don't forget to go over, subscribe to Kopish. Go over, subscribe to the Matt One Show, the Drifty TV. Subscribe to the Sanderson Show. Go subscribe to every single one of these guys because all the links are in the description. So go give them a subscription as well. And support the LFC community. Big up. How are you guys, first and foremost?
About as good as I've been the last 7 fucking games.
Yeah, it's bro. I just feel deflated, bro. I'll be real. Like yeah, it's just the same.
I enjoyed the AFCON final. Though. The AFCON final was a good watch.
You know, I'm like an idiot. I was kind of busy. I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I kind of know what happened. It was bare madness.
Oh, there was so much drama. It was so much
people
drama,
trying to steal towels.
I've never been confused. More confused.
Yeah,
my whole life.
Game ending, penalties awarded, Panenka's missed.
I've never seen all the players actually walk off the pitch.
Madness.
I've never seen them all actually walk, and then to miss the Panenka in the 112th minute.
I know. A Panenka is insane, you know. Do you know how?
After not winning an AFCON for 40 years.
The brother must have thought, Brahim Diaz must have thought he was Pirlo or something. You are not that guy, bro. Brahim Diaz is a good player, but flipping hell.
But I almost think they're the kind of player.
Like, you're a good youth.
You know,
good youth to behave like
attacking mids. You know, these little techie attacking mid do all like flicks and tricks. They should never take pens. For me, pens should be your striker or your strongest, like your most powerful shot like midfielder.
Like Soboslai.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, I quite like McAllister's penalties. McAllister's penalties have always been quite good.
Yeah,
I watched. I read somewhere that like, damn, the Spanish really fooled the Moroccans. They took Lamine Yamal and gave them Brahim Diaz. Anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. So let's start off by speaking about the Burnley game, and then we'll work our way to Marseille and all that shit. Yeah, I mean, Tom, it's our job. It's our job. This Liverpool YouTube.
I don't like my job right now. I know no Liverpool content creator. We not saying that. Obviously, we love doing this, but you know when like your team is that bad, you just don't want to talk. I just don't want to talk. Obviously, I'm gonna talk, but you know, like just because this is therapy, innit?
How about you talk, mister? You start us off. What do you think of the Burnley game, man? You start.
No, because I said, you know what's so mad? Do you remember the voice message I sent you? I think after last week, and I was like, you see these type of shows is like therapy. Well, we're here again. It's more therapy, innit? Do you know what I mean? But now going to the Burnley game, this was my worry. Liverpool at home, having to break down a low block. Can we do it? And we done well, obviously, with the first goal. Well played by Ekatike, even though we did get a little bit lucky with the toe poke. I think he tried to put a cross in, but it looked like a cross kind of shot. I don't know. But it fell obviously back to Curtis Jones. He lays it off of Wirtz. Very good finish. But we actually played pretty well in the first half. But again, we didn't take our chances. Like, I thought Kirkes played well, but I do think Kirkes should have scored. I know he tried to play that ball into Jones, but I think Kirkes could have just laced that into the bottom corner, and I think he would have scored. But it's typical Liverpool. You start well, you know, again, no intensity, but you're controlling the game. Burnley didn't look dangerous at all. We had so much possession and control. It wasn't just having possession for possession's sake. We were dominating the game. But you knew when it got to halftime, 1-0 up, you're like, okay, we need that second goal. We need that second goal to kill off this team. And lo and behold, they get their one chance from like a expected 0.04 chance or something like that. And they go and score it. And not only that, Soboslai misses his penalty, obviously earlier on as well. Like, bro, it just sums up Liverpool as a whole. Like, there's just so many things. Like, I know people will mainly put this, you know, down to the manager for the season, and rightly so, the manager. But I'll be honest, I kind of look more at the players on Saturday. I thought the players should have done more. They should have taken their chances. I know we had 30-odd shots, but we should have created maybe better chances, because I don't know how good the chances actually were, although we did have a 2.96 XG, which is the highest that we've ever had, if I'm not mistaken, this season. But the players, I think, let us down. I know the manager takes slack anyway, but what more could he have really done? He took off Cody Gakpo. Gakpo was absolutely atrocious. Did you see one of the corners that he did?
Mm-hmm.
It nearly went out in the stadium.
It's
and
up there
Virgil
one
didn't
of the
even
worst
want
corners you'll ever see.
Virgil didn't even want to look at him.
Virgil
Virgil just went like, Virgil was just like, what the hell is that? And what I don't understand is this, yeah? We understand Gakpo might not be the strongest in the air, but he's still good in the air. Why is he taking corners? Like, it should be Wirtz. It should be Soboslai.
I thought you were about to go, you know, that like thing that people put out where they go, he's not the quickest or the strongest or the best at shooting or the best at crossing. I thought, you know, just rattle that off with Gakpo. Do you know how bad that corner was? It's very nearly come in and out without bouncing.
I know.
It's very nearly come in and out without touching the floor.
Like, I was just like, are you serious, Cody? And the thing is, Slot did take him off, brought on Rio. Rio looked good, but it makes you question as well with the manager. I will say this, though, should Gakpo even have started? Because I'm going to say
Slot
this, yeah?
Taking off Gakpo for me was like a shift in...
I know, he took off his son. I was like, raw, he's taking off his son?
And he took off his other son, too.
I don't want to make this about Cody Gakpo, because he's not the only player that's underperforming this season. But one thing I will say, though, and I think I saw the stat. You know, since Gakpo's returns, we haven't won a game. In fact, no, that's a lie. We haven't won a game in the Prem, but we did beat Barnsley. But all of our Prem games since he's come back, we haven't won a game, and it's not his fault. But I do think Wirtz on the left is better, because Wirtz isn't your traditional left winger, but Wirtz will just drift into that 10 spot. You know, in between the lines, creating problems that allows Kirkes to overlap. It's just too samey. Whenever Gakpo got the ball, it's just shoot. Not just shoot. It's like, bro, if these shots were flying into the back of the net, would hear it. But they're not, and you're still doing the same thing. So that was a mistake there. Also, I'd say the sub for Kirkes didn't make sense. I felt like Kirkes was having a good game, and you brought him on for Robertson. I didn't understand that one either. I know Gravenberch wasn't having a good game, but I wouldn't have taken off Grav for McAllister. I maybe would have taken off Soboslai.
I don't think anything annoys me more in modern football than pre-planned substitutions. Literally nothing irritates me more. Like this is the one thing like pisses me the F off. Unless it's like some guy is coming back from injury or something and someone says like, oh, he can only play 60 minutes, I understand. But other than that, nothing irritates me more. The Kirkes substitution, I agree with Matt so much on that point. Kirkes was fantastic. And Kirkes, to be fair, and Wirtz, and Ekitike, and Frimpong are 4 new signings, have actually been very good for these last 3-4 games. Like, they actually haven't performed badly at all. Like, it's actually, if anything, it's like, Andre, just cover your ears. But if anything, it's actually our older players that have not played well, like the Soboslais, the McAllisters, the Gravenberch. Like, these are the ones that haven't really performed over the last 3-4 games. But actually, all the new signings have performed. Frimpong, once again, threat all game. Kirkes overlapping like mad. Ekitike doing Ekitike stuff. Wirtz, even without the goal, he was just saucing out there on the football pitch for me. Like, he was just cooking everyone, to be honest.
Do you know what this game was crying out for? But unfortunately, it's unavailable. You just knew that was this was a game for Isak. backs against the wall,
Yeah.
low block. You need that poacher. You need someone that's going to stay centrally, still have Ekatike on the pitch because he will create that opportunity for Isak. But you just needed someone there, and unfortunately, we don't have it, so we can't cry over spilt milk. But listen, the players, yes, they gave it, the best they could, 30 odd shots. But sometimes it's like, but were those shots good quality shots? Were they just shots where you're just shooting like Soboslai, just shooting for shooting's sake? And was it just a thing of lack of ideas, how to break down this low block? Do you know what I mean? Like, that was my worry. The more and more the game went on. And I felt like, again, I know we speak about patterns of play. Because we don't have patterns of play, the players just don't really know how to break down a low block. They just probe, get to the byline and put crosses in. The problem is, though, is that we're not really crashing the box. And Arne Slot spoke about this in his press conference, talking about how, it's about risk and reward. And we didn't really do that. I felt like when we was putting them crosses in, why couldn't we have more men in the box for that, maybe that knockdown or that fit that was made? When you cross the ball, you're mainly just seeing Ekatike and maybe Wirtz in the box. Other than that, there wasn't enough. And then obviously they had their chance and they scored. And it's like, it's just another typical performance. Bro, we've drawn our last 4 Prem games. That's 4 points out of 12. That is terrible. That's something that you consider like from a team that's in like 16th. I mean, lo and behold, we're playing against a team that was in second from bottom. Bro, it's crazy. Where's the stat? I've got the stat somewhere. It's mental, bro. Where is it? Apologies.
What's the stat? I might have read it as well.
It's about how many games Liverpool won in this unbeaten run.
6 out of 12, 50%.
Yeah, there was. Where is it?
12 games.
We've drawn 6. The other stat is it's the first time since 1980 that we failed to beat any of the newly promoted teams at home.
In this 17-game run, we have a worse win rate than Roy Hodgson.
Here it is. All right,
5 wins in 17.
I've got that right. So listen to this. So Liverpool's 12 games unbeaten. Liverpool have not lost a game since the 4-1 defeat to PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League on November 26th. However, only 6 wins. Just 6 of those 12 games have been wins, including 10 men West Ham, 9 men Tottenham, and League One side Burnley. 4 draws in a row. The Reds have not drawn the Reds have now drawn, each of their last 4 games in the Premier League. 0-0 to Leeds, 2-2 to Fulham, 0-0 to Arsenal, and 1-1 with Burnley. We're Liverpool Football Club. What the heck is that?
Arne Slot ball, that's what it is. Have you seen the video as well from the game that what's his name? Asim recorded?
No.
From Bournemouth.
With Curtis Jones? The Curtis Jones one? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What video are you talking about?
So it's at some point in the second half, and Curtis Jones over with the manager, and the manager's giving him instructions on the sideline, and Curtis Jones sort of looking around going, what position? I'm in the same position, and sort of waves his hand up, and then like 10 minutes later he gets taken off and just walks past him. So like some of these players are starting to get frustrated with him because he's telling them to do the same things. And am I supposed to believe it's a coincidence that Curtis Jones has a spat with the manager and then a day later he's suddenly linked with the move away?
Yeah, that's true. Even though it did come from Paul Joyce, who obviously is not the be-all and end-all, but very, very creditable though.
Like,
how many chances are we gonna give Baldy?
This is what scares me, bro. Do you know what scares me? I know we shouldn't look at other teams.
Are we deeping this?
Yeah,
as bad and as depressed as we are right now, he's still here, guys.
Bro, do you know what's scary?
They will give him as much time as he gets until he starts costing the football club series.
Should I be real? We're in serious danger of missing out on top 4. We're in serious. It's not a joke anymore. Mm-hmm. We can't keep pretending like, the other teams around us ain't good enough to potentially take that spot. They can.
Man United, watch that Man United performance,
bro. That's the best football I've seen Man United play for years. And I know it's an interim and it's one game. You don't want to get heady. It's one game, right? But that one game was enough to tell you what a new manager bounce can do, and that renewed enthusiasm, something different ideologies, ideas, perceptions.
Chelsea also got over the line as well. didn't play well, got over the line.
Yeah, and I thought the Chelsea game was going to be difficult.
1 point ahead of United, 2 points ahead of Chelsea.
Yeah.
United have got Arsenal next. Chelsea have...
People will laugh, but like even the same thing will
Palace
happen to
next,
us.
we've got fucking Bournemouth.
You know, I'll be honest with you, we have so much quality out there on the football pitch. Gerrard don't even need to coach. All he has to go is like go out there and have fun.
People don't understand what the fucking interim is supposed to do. I think people think an interim is supposed to be
Steady the
Josep
ship,
Guardiola
have fun.
reincarnate. An interim is supposed to come in, play very fucking basic football,
And
not try and
galvanise,
reinvent the wheel tactically, but get the good feeling and the good atmosphere back within a football club. There were boos at Anfield. There were boos. Liverpool fans sang attack, 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 attack. We haven't done that since fucking Rodgers.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp was here 9 years. That wasn't getting sang because the football was played the correct way.
Yeah.
And yet this manager's got the fans singing that, and it doesn't even fucking work. How many times, especially in that first half, oh my God, how many times did we win the ball back, start on a counter-attack, and then one of the midfielders stands on the fucking ball?
Dominic Soboslai.
My
bro.
No,
we win the ball back. When it counts, no, Tom. We win the ball back. Yeah, go on.
The worst bit's when you look at it, all the crowd are going, oh, for fuck's sake. And you see this ball man at the bottom going,
yeah, it's clapping.
That's what we want to do. How the fuck is that what you want to do? We can't break down low blocks. So why do you insist on letting teams get into low blocks?
Yeah, allowing a team to get back into their shape. How does that make any sense?
It doesn't. It makes zero sense.
When I saw that, I was furious. I was like, "We're on the counter. Let's." I remember saying to Drift, "I was like, let's go. We gotta go now. We gotta attack." Soboslai steps on the ball, plays it back. No, tells everyone. He tells everyone, "Get up the pitch."
Everyone
restart, slow down.
Slow down.
Was restart the move, and I just see the managers go, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like,
you see the corner as well in the first half. Briggs was just his job. But how the fuck are we taking a corner? And 4 seconds after kicking the corner, our goalie's got the ball.
Yeah.
On the other
end
of the
pitch.
Is,
yeah? No one is expecting Arne Slot to play like Jurgen Klopp. That's impossible. Jurgen Klopp, that's his DNA. That is him. Gegenpressing, high octane football, right? But what we are expecting is, even if you are a possession team, even a Manchester City, if they can see that they are outnumbering the opponent, they are going to run at you. They're not just going to stop on the ball and just go, right, we're going to try and create some triangles and just try and break you down the hard way. Football is such a simple game. If you see your opponent is outnumbered and you have a chance to attack and you feel like you can get the better of them, you go and do that. You don't go and stop and wait for the other team to galvanize and get back into shape and make things more difficult. I don't understand what this manager wants from us, bro. What does the manager want from us?
I don't think the manager quite understands what he wants. I don't think the manager quite understands what he wants because the manager has went through 4 different styles of play this season.
Yeah,
this is a manager that's floundering. It's a shame that it's gone this way, but it's gone this way. We're at the point where we're doing Ten Hag 23-24, but at Liverpool.
That is so scary. This is what I'm saying. It's so scary that you
like,
say that.
If you go back in time and listen to what United fans are talking about that season and the problems tactically and the problems with the style of play compared to the year before, and then compare it to now. It's scary how many things are very similar.
But do you know what makes it worse? In my opinion, makes it worse. Ten Hag had limited quality players.
Mm-hmm.
We have bona fide top players. Yeah. Whether people think we overrate them or not, we have class players. Whether they're world class, international class. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The manager can't get anything out of this team. We have drawn 4 games in a row. The only draw I would have accepted was the Arsenal game because we were very, we didn't have a lot of, I say a lot of players, but we play no Salah, no Isak.
We were thin.
We were light on the ground.
That game.
All them other games should be a win. They should be wins. But yet, no. I just...
Sorry, Husam, can you time out Vel for that horrendous suggestion, please? Just, for peace of mind and everything. Like, why the fuck do I want Ralph Hasenhüttl?
The Alpine Club. The manager could go back in time and give Chiesa and Rio more minutes. So now, halfway into the season, they don't look out of place and demotivated.
You think if the manager had the power of time travel, he's going back in time to give more minutes to Chiesa?
He ain't. First of all, big up to all of you guys. We got 600 people almost in the building. Let's get the likes up. We're not even at 200 likes. Your conversion rate is all worse than Slot, yet you want us to talk about getting Slot sacked. So close the live chat and hit the like button. And the second thing is, Akia, as mad as this is, I actually think Rio was much better than Gakpo on the football.
He was. Rio was dangerous.
Even for like 30, I know he only played like 13 minutes, 15 minutes. Even in those 15 minutes, he got me off the edge of my seat a lot more than Gakpo did. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like he at least excited me a little bit. Like he excited me a little bit. He got me off the edge of my seat. He got past players. He did something, and I think that's something that's been missing. But Cody Gakpo was on 285 grand a week. Who thought that was a good idea at Liverpool?
You know what you need to do? You need to go back and watch the Wirtz goal and look at where Cody Gakpo is throughout the entire fucking thing. He's just in the way. He's just in the fucking way.
He's waiting to cut in, innit? He's waiting to cut in.
He's not even. He can't be waiting to cut in because of where he stood. Basically, he's just the ball's not gone to him, and then his brain has gone out of his fucking arse. And he's went, I don't know where to stand on the football pitch now. So he just stands in the fucking passing lane. Curtis Jones has to pass around Gakpo. It's the best defending he's done all game, Gakpo. And it's when we're in their fucking box. And the other thing that we haven't even spoke about, what the fuck is Konate doing in the second half, by the way?
I don't know, bro.
He nearly scores a fucking wonderful own goal.
Do you know what's so mad, though? It was like a gift and a curse. The curse was he nearly scored an own goal, but the gift was if he doesn't make that challenge, it's a goal. It's just that I don't understand why you would attempt to clear it like that. Because you know you can slide.
He's went out with the studs. I don't know why he went out with the studs. He should be going out with the front of his foot to get it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like obviously the technique was wrong, but that's it. It's a gift and a curse because if he doesn't make that challenge, that's a goal, Tom. Yeah, that's a bona fide goal.
He gifts him a goal later when he doesn't track his run. Like so, again, we're at the same point where we're at. Like we've conceded that goal about 6 times this season. The amount of times one of our half spaces is left wide open because no one picks it up. The player gets onto it and we go, well, it's actually only a 0.09 XG chance. How about we just stop giving opposition teams in the Premier League chances from those positions? And then we'll see that they don't fucking go in. The manager just moans and moans and moans about, we don't concede many chances yet, we concede goals. You know when you do training, you know when teams do shooting drills, what's like the most common position that they'll put them in now? They'll roll the ball to a player inside the box in the half space, hit a cross goal. So why the fuck do we keep giving them chances in that position? When for 5 days a week, 350 days a year, that's what they're doing in warm-ups and in training. Get the ball, first time, far corner. Get the ball, first time, far corner. Get the ball, first time, far corner. Stop giving up those chances. It doesn't matter what the XG says. At some point, you've got to understand that if you continue to give up those chances to players paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a week with Champions League experience, they will score them more often than not. They'll score them more often than not. So why are we just insisting and continuing to do the same thing over and over and over?
Because we're that team that at the moment we're easily got at. We allow teams. You see, like other teams, just any other team, basically. That's
Where's the fear factor gone? Teams
we don't have
scared
any.
To play us.
Tom, do you remember about a month ago, I said on this channel, we are going to find it harder to win games at home than we are away because the pressure that is on us
to win home or away.
I know.
It's just hard to win for us.
Full stop in it. Yeah, no, but the pressure that we get, especially playing them lower teams and breaking down them low blocks, we just can't do it. We genuinely can't. We're not good enough.
The manager's got as much time as he's got until he starts costing us serious money. If we look like we're seriously going to fall out of Champions League contention, oh God forbid, let me just check where we are on the Champions League table.
Yeah, because I'll be real, Tom. You see Marseille, it's going to be a long day, you know.
Oh, that could be really.
Oh, we're going to speak about that in a bit. You want to know what's the funniest part?
When 9th.
Had
And,
we
like-
just beaten the relegation teams, the newly promoted sides,
Yeah,
we'd
yeah.
be 7 points behind Arsenal.
Yes, but Husam, that would just be
Just
papering
the
over the
promoted
cracks.
side, by the way. Nothing.
but no.
I never said anything crazy. Not beat Arsenal at the Emirates. Not beat City at the Etihad. I would just beaten the
But
promoted
that
side.
would
We'd
that would be
6 points behind
papering
Arsenal.
over the cracks. We would not have played better football. We would not have turned a corner. We would have just not drawn some games.
No, Hassam's
The
not
whole-
saying
the
that.
same
We just would
problem
have
still
had more
been there.
points because right now.
No,
Yeah, but I almost,
points.
I almost
I know what you mean. I know what you mean as
almost
well,
think it's
Tom. I know what
better
you
to
mean.
be
I
in
know
this
what you mean.
situation now. I almost think it's best to be in this situation. I don't want to see Liverpool not win football matches, but if we're only 7 points behind Arsenal, a lot more people will be like, oh, "Well, if only we just had a little bit more of the rub of the green. If only certain players just improved." Because we are so far behind, and it's so glaringly obvious. The fingers are getting pointed in the correct direction.
I hear that.
If we were a bit closer, there's a real chance the things are pointed in the wrong direction, and we're talking about, oh, well, it is Salah's fault he doesn't track back. Salah hasn't tracked back for 2 weeks, and for a month pretty much now, and we're on the worst run we've been on, the worst unbeaten run I think I've ever seen any football club have. We can't beat. You know how everyone goes, oh, Salah doesn't track back. Yeah, you know we also look so blunt going forward at times. Imagine if you had a Mohamed Salah in all these games that you've drawn. Someone who can assist,
But he
someone
wouldn't
who
track
gets
back.
assist records and goal scoring records. I reckon he might have made a difference in some of them games.
Of course he would have.
No.
It's Salah.
He wouldn't have tracked back.
God forbid.
Did you see the
God
Sky
forbid.
Sport? Did you see the Sky Sport post talking about could Salah return ruin the momentum?
The
What momentum? What momentum?
Ruin the
I mean,
momentum.
which-
What
which-
momentum is
Tell
this?
me which part is the momentum part. I want to know where is this fucking momentum that people are speaking about? We're 6 wins from 12. There is a worse record than fucking Roy Hodgson. Like, what are we actually doing out there on the football pitch talking about momentum? Momentum, my ass. There is no momentum. This is the problem for me. Like, talk about momentum. What? Like, by the way, they're already ready to just scapegoat him again. Like, there is a high possibility we lose to Marseille. They're very well coached. They're a very good attacking team. At home, in their own backyard, it's very difficult to beat them. De Zerbi has them well drilled. There's a possibility we lose. And as soon as we lose, oh, look, Husam is back. Salah is back. And all of a sudden, Liverpool lose again. It's just people just want to scapegoat, man. And people are in the comments as well saying the same stupid shit that they regurgitate on Sky Sports. At the end of the day, Tom has brought up the idea 100 times. Just play more with Ekitike up top and play 4 behind them if you want to do the whole track back thing. Anyway, Bradley's injured. Anyway, we don't have a right wing option that Slot trusts. So just go for it. So that's my thing. Just quickly, big up to the Football Terrace for the raid. Big up to everyone just joined us from Terry's channel. We got 1.2k people locked in. Big up to Terry and KJ. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get to 500 likes, please. ASAP. Every single one of you, please like and subscribe now. I agree, Rio looks better than Gakpo, but Chiesa has been poor the last few times he's come on. The man is practically a prisoner. Can't start, can't go back home to Italy either. My thing is as well, and this is that we have pointed out, and credit to Matt and Tom, myself, and Drifty, and everyone who's done the shows as well, Callum. We've called out Slot's man management from early, you know? Like, from really early, we called it out, like, Slot's man management skills, which I actually think has been a problem. Like, it's been a problem at Liverpool Football Club for a while now. Like, I just don't think he's able to handle all these players at the same time, you know? It's easy to make instant noodles. It's very difficult to make Wagyu beef. And as soon as we give him Wagyu beef, he just doesn't know what to do. He start making apple pie with it. That's where we're at right now. So, yeah. Dubs in the chat for Bradley and Wirtz. Dubs, man, like Brad. Big up. Dubs.
Big up,
Everyone,
Brad, man.
Dubs in the chat for him.
Big up, Brad.
Thank you so much, Habibi. Like and subscribe for Brad Superchat. Says I can't take Angry Tom serious. Sounds like my little.
Oh well,
blood.
no, go fuck yourself, Bradley and Wirtz. No big up to you.
Wow.
Go fuck yourself.
The man sends a £50 super chat. Tom's like, F him.
Wow.
I don't care, lad. I don't care.
I'm being serious.
Fucking hell, man.
Sadio Mane is best player in the world.
Fucking hell.
Why
man.
is laughing for? Why are you laughing, Chris?
Hey, big up, Brad.
Brad, you're a scouser? I never knew Brad's a
Man.
scouser.
What was I going to say? Flipping. Have you got more super? Have you got? Is going to be that number?
No, that's
super?
it. That's it.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, we were
I know
just
this is
talking about us being depressed.
Yeah.
His man management.
That's it. That's what I was going to say. Regarding his man management, I know this is slightly random. Did you hear his press conference? I think it was on Friday when he spoke about Calvin Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Yeah, Calvin Ramsey's done well in under-21s, you know, so we thought we'd bring him into the first team."
And then got better options on him.
But then he goes, "But I've got better options, so that's why he doesn't play." And I'm like, "So wait there, you've taken him out under-21s because you think he's good, and then you just say." So yeah, but I've got better options. And he said it twice, actually, because I think someone else asked him again about Calvin Ramsey. And he's like, yeah, I think I've already said this before. Yeah, you know, I have other options. I have better options. Like, what the hell? All the manager had to say is, literally, I've got better skills, my management skills than this guy. All you had to say is, Calvin Ramsey's been brought into the squad. If he gets that opportunity, I'm sure he will take it. That's all you had to say. He's a young player who was on loan last year, didn't have a good year. He's played 45 minutes, I think, of football this year. Is it, Tom? How many minutes did he play in that game?
Calvin Ramsey.
Yeah.
I think he got the full game. I think
did he get the full game? He's had one game. He looked pretty decent. Everyone's like, okay, we might have an option in case we got too many injuries. We get an injury, and the manager still thinks he's got a better option. Do you know what that means? Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai are the backup right backs.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a right back. And this is the management skills that we have to listen to and witness. It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic.
I have better options.
That's what he said, you know.
Imagine they go like,
Calvin
why
Ramsey.
is Tom not on the stream? And I go like, I have better options.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this? I do have better options, but I'll never say it publicly. That's no, but it's the truth though, Matt. Like, I have access to Liverpool content creators with more subscribers than Tom, but I'll never come in and go, oh yeah, I've got better options than Tom. It's just really bad, you know. I just don't know what he's thinking, bro. The slot guy is fucking. He's like, am I the only one that like get irritated as soon as he starts speaking?
Yes, you're not. I mean, no, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
It's like
I legit. I actually get mad. I realize
I don't listen.
I get angry.
Same. I get triggered.
It's him and it's Van Dijk at the minute. Because after every single fucking game, Virgil van Dijk comes out and goes, "Oh, it wasn't good enough. We should be doing better. We need to up the standards." Nothing changes. And then a week later, nothing was better. We need to improve. We need to up the standards. A week later, nothing fucking changes.
So be honest.
Groundhog Day.
I think Van Dijk's checked out, you know. Not like checked out like, he's not gonna play at a level, but you can tell the players have kind of checked out, you know. Not to the point where they want to lose games, but that thing with Curtis Jones says everything you need to know, you know. When the manager's talking or the coach is talking to you, and you're just doing that whole, bro, like, what are you talking about? Piss off. Kind of done one of them. That tells you kind of everything. And you know, Curtis wears his heart on his sleeve, bro.
And so this, I'm sorry, I'm going to say something. I'm really triggered by what Van Dijk said about the whole we need your support thing. طب Habibi, give me something to support and we'll support it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, wallahi, we are. By the way, Liverpool fans are very supportive. The problem is people aren't accepting this, but you're going to have to accept it. The moment Liverpool dropped £450 million in the summer, the ethos of the football club changed. We're no longer cute underdog Liverpool with Federico Chiesa and Harvey Elliott and Sepp van den Berg. No. In the summer, we took our balls, we slapped everyone with it, and we said we are the new Real Madrid. The 70s are back, the 80s are back, we're about to fuck everyone in this league. And then we ended up us getting fucked in the end. Then we go, oh my God, that was a chance. Give me all support us, guys. Yeah, okay, man, we support. By the way, the Burnley game, people going like, oh, booing is not the Liverpool way. The Liverpool fans were very supportive during the Burnley game because the Liverpool players were actually attacking. Like, we were actually attempting to do some shit. But in the end, when it ended 1-1, they expressed their frustrations by booing. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, and again, I understand as a captain, he's doing what it is. He's just saying it's the captain line, isn't it? It's just that it's robotic. Yeah, we didn't play well. Yeah, we need to do better. Like what Tom said, it's that robotic line. One thing I will say though is this though. I do think it's very cheeky from Van Dijk to say that. Big up Virgil, but broski, you have to understand something. We had ambitions this year and we're nowhere near close. Nowhere near. We've actually regressed. And Liverpool fans are the most patient fans you will ever see. There's people still in that ground that probably weren't booing. Because if I'm being honest, everyone should have booed, but they didn't. But they didn't. Some people weren't booing. And what it is what he's basically trying to say is it's not nice when you hear boos from your own supporters. I understand that. But do you know why people boo? It's because they're frustrated. Liverpool fans are frustrated. That is our way of letting the club know and the players know we are frustrated with what we are seeing week to week, day to day. We are fed up of hearing the manager chat rubbish. We are fed up of his tactics. We are fed up of certain players playing under the level or performances that they should be at. We are fed up of where we are. We're just fed up. We're fed up of you. We're fed up of everybody. FSG, we're fed up of everything. That's why people are booing now.
The booing isn't even down to the result, I'd say, because we lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest with no some boos. It's down to the way you're playing football. We're going into every single game to not get beat. He could play a League 2 team tomorrow and he'd go into it to not get beat.
The more we speak, the more I'm getting triggered, you guys. I'm actually getting
Did you already say that full time as well after the game?
I'm legit getting more angry the more I'm listening to you both and listening to myself. I'm just getting angrier by the moment. Since I'm angry anyway, let me just say the biggest. You know, I just, I'm gonna share this again. I did it in my pre-record video, but I'm share it again. I'm just so mad at certain sections of the Liverpool fan. Everyone is just so like fucking excited. Everyone just wants to be the super fan that's better than everyone else. That's like, I'm this guy that doesn't do this like non-Liverpool thing. Let me just share this. Yeah, I'm so mad. I'm actually my head's gone. Yeah, let me just share this quickly. Anyone that goes into Anfield and boos the manager or the team are a disgrace. End off. They're a disgrace if they boo the team.
Bro,
booing is Everton behavior. Sacking the manager is Chelsea behavior. You want to know the problem with this whole booing thing? They will tell me, an international fan, you've never been to Anfield. You can say whatever you want, but you've never been to the stadium. And then the ones that go to the stadium and boo, it is not the Liverpool way. Oh my God, sacking managers is the Chelsea way. Guess what? Us spending 450 million in the summer is the Chelsea way because that's what they used to do 20 years ago. So when people boo, everyone just want to be like this super fan who like supports the manager and backs the club and all this. Habibi, we spent 400 million and we look fucking worse. My 47 GA winger looks really bad. My 120 million pound striker looks really bad. My 100 million pound signing that I play in the 10 looks really bad. And he's only woken up recently. Our signings, our old players, no one looks good. That's why people are booing. We have just drawn to Burnley. We've drawn to Leeds home and away. We've drawn to Burnley. We've drawn to Sunderland. We've drawn to Fulham. Fair enough, the Arsenal draw, we gave the team credit. But the rest of the draws. And by the way, big up to Jurgen Norbert Klopp, my manager. Jurgen Klopp's ethos is the following. Guys, let's do quick math. 6 draws, right? Let's say we went for the kill in 3 of them. And we lost the other 3. I'm going to be very fair. Let's say we won 3, lost 3. 6 draws is how much? 6 points. How much is 3 wins, 3 losses? 9 points.
Yep.
Go for the kill. Attack. Play sexy football. That's why the Burnley game itself, I didn't even blame Slot. I said the players should have took their chances. We played some good football in the game. But for me, overall, I'm looking at the game and I'm looking at where we're at this season. And it's just so irritating watching us, man. It's just so irritating. Like, I'm scared of Marseille. Last year, the only game I was like, I was scared of Real Madrid. I went viral for celebrating the fact we drew PSG. That's how amazing we were last year. And now look how shit we are. So fucking irritating, man. Just booing is not the Liverpool way. We're not playing the Liverpool way because Wolves have a higher XG at Anfield than us. Spurs
No,
had higher XG with 11 men and with 10 men and with 9 men.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
big
bro.
facts, bro. Big facts. Like, yeah, the booing thing, I just ignore people like that. I don't even bother. Like, booing, you're booing because you're frustrated. Why would we not boo? We are frustrated as Liverpool fans. Like, we're very, very frustrated what's happening.
It's funny,
Go on,
man, because the tables turn every time. Because originally, it's the people in the crowd, people who were, don't go to the game, don't get it, wouldn't understand it, how dare they? And then people go to the game and start booing. It's like, oh, people.
How are you booing even though you went the game?
They
Like
went the
what?
game. They went the game. So like, how are you getting to this point? At the end of the day, the idea that Liverpool have never booed anyone before is wrong. We booed fucking people last year. The idea that Liverpool never booed a bad result before is wrong. It's happened a lot more than you think. Just ask all the fans. Because it used to happen a lot. But it's this fucking I more righteous thing of, oh, look at us, we'd never boo. Look at us, we're this, we're that.
I know about the Liverpool way. Like,
it's this whole fucking higher moral ground thing, which is ultimately pointless.
It's so irritating as well, Tom.
It's pointless. I mean, you just look, and then you got the manager after the game going, I don't think it was booing. I think it was frustration. That's why we fucking boo.
exactly.
Well done on figuring out the definition.
Like, what did they because if I'm not mistaken, obviously I wasn't at the game, but if I'm not mistaken, you could kind of hear like the cheers and stuff, like especially in the first half because we was trying to attack. And here's another thing as well that I've noticed. Yeah, why is it in the second half we look like a completely different
team?
Team?
Shit every second half by Arsenal.
Every
second half we come out worse. We come out
but that's
worse.
because he can't he doesn't know how to motivate the team at half time. I don't know what's happened. Remember last year was the opposite. We were slow, pedestrian. I'm not saying that we got like we played with speed, but we were more calculated because what he would do is he would identify something during the game and go, right, that's where we're going to win the game. And more times than not, we did it. This year is completely different. This year, we start well or start decent in some games. And then second half, you're like, what the hell is this? Where's the enthusiasm? Where's the energy that you had in the first half? And he also spoke about in his press conference about how the players are getting fitter. So that means they're not tired. It means it's what you're asking them to do. They don't like it.
No, but
that's a problem, Jones.
That's a problem. If we're mid-January, he's talking about the players are getting fitter. The players should be fit already.
Bro, do you know what else he said? I know people talking about this is before the game. I know people are talking about the run and stuff, but obviously we know we can be better. I'm just waiting for it to click. I'm just waiting for a part in the part of the season where it's all gonna click. I said, what? Bro, this ain't a lottery. You can't just wait. You've got to act. Make it happen.
We're 6 months in and he's hoping for it to click.
Yes, bro. This is our coach. And man think that we shouldn't boo. That's why I haven't got time for them type of accounts.
6 months.
You know, he's not part of Arab TV. Let me show you guys something. Yeah, this is Abu Treka on beIN Sports. Abu Treka on beIN Sports called Slot a taxi driver. Like fully called him a taxi driver on TV. This is him. You don't even need to speak Arabic. It's a 9-second clip. Just listen to the 3 clubs he names and what he says in the end.
تعادل مع ساندرلاند، تعادل مع ليدز 0-0، وتعادل النهارده مع بيرلي في الانفيلد. Slot out. Slot out.
Imagine. Abu Treka is slot out. Abu Treka is slot out, Habibis. Abu Treka is slot out. Fozi, if you're free and you wanna come on, message me. I'll send you the link. Abu Treka is slot out. Like it's just we are a fucking disgrace. Like it's just, and I'm so happy Tom said the whole moral high ground thing. And I'm just, I don't know why I keep getting more triggered. Like I'm actually getting so pissed off, even though I'm calm. I'm calm and collected because
do you want to know the worst quote?
The whole moral high ground thing pisses me off so much because
same.
You tell international fans that they don't know like the ethos of Liverpool and blah blah blah, but then you also tell the match going fans don't boo. Are we in Pyongyang? Is this North Korea? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, it's just, I really don't know. But are we actually in North Korea, Matt? Like, is this North Korea? You can't criticize the team if you go to Anfield, and if you don't go to Anfield, you also can't criticize the team. So what the fuck? We're supposed to sit up here and just go like, oh, Arne Slot, like, just fucking What the hell is going on here,
The
bro?
thing is though, you're not allowed to boo, but you're allowed to moan and groan and tell them to fuck off when they don't pass the ball forward quick enough. So it's like, where's this imaginary cut-off line that is where the anger is supposed to just end? Do you want to know the worst quote though? And I can't believe I didn't mention this earlier. Van Dijk doing his fucking stupid interviews after the game. He gets asked, why do you continue to like drop off in the last half an hour of games? Do you want to know what his answer was?
Yeah,
I've got no idea. Fucking brilliant that. Oh yes, because we're gonna solve this problem when all our players sit there and don't know why they're shit in the second half.
But that's not as bad as when they asked the manager about remember like the long ball and stuff, and how Liverpool were finding it hard to combat the long ball, and he was like, "We don't have an answer for it right now. I don't have the answer." And they're like, "You're gonna get one."
Yeah, thanks, mate. Who's supposed to give me the answer? Fucking
You know what, though, guys? Are we overreacting a little bit, though? Are we overreacting? We didn't play PSG. And we all know that the manager says we only play well when we play PSG, despite the fact that we got battered by them one game and lost to them in the other one.
Yeah,
we only play well when we play PSG.
He doesn't get in the press conference.
Everyday PSG. You know, part of me just want to go to fucking like. All I want to do is I want to teleport next to Slot and go like, if you mention PSG again, I'm gonna fucking slap the shit out of him.
He's obsessed with PSG.
Yes,
to be fair, Tom said it, and Tom, you didn't even.
We lost, and they're great. Fuck off now, honestly. Every day PSG, like we could lose to Marseille 3. Oh, the PSG in the PSG game. Fuck off, man.
No, but I think he watched a different tie than I did. We had a good half an hour in the PSG second leg. The first game I'd never want to watch again.
Ever.
We were so bad and got bullied to a level I haven't seen in years. Yeah. And the second game, when they wanted to, we had a good first 10 minutes, and then they battered us for the rest of the first half. And then we had a good 15 minutes in the second half until Trent went off injured. And then we did not in all game. So 25 to 30 minutes was our entire good football across 210 minutes. Yet the manager will sit there and try and gaslight you into believing that it's the highest standard of football ever played. And he goes like, "Oh, well, we only lost on pens, see them."
Well, the only team to take them to pens, we nearly took them out. That's what he keeps on referring to all the time.
Hotspur took them to pens.
Bro, how about this? Chelsea battered them. I know it's different competition, and different circumstances, but...
And a different manager. They've done a full reset.
Yeah. This manager thinks that one PSG game was some of the greatest football ever displayed, ever. And that we must somehow replicate that. Or not only that, he needs teams to play like that because it brings the best out of Liverpool.
No, but
that's what he's basically saying, right?
I don't want teams to play like that, though, because we got battered.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
He sits there and acts like PSG played into our hands.
5 XG in 2 games or something.
He sits there and acts like PSG played into our hands. Like Alisson Becker didn't have to break the Liverpool record for saves made in the Champions League game in the first game because we couldn't handle them.
No, but you know when the Liverpool hierarchy should really, really be taken notice is when the coach, and I'm not going to call him the manager because he's the coach, when he says things like, the long ball direct stuff, it's not my type of football, basically. Like, I prefer football that's played by the likes of PSG. He's basically saying, unless you play the PSG way, we ain't doing nothing.
And like he comes out in press conference and goes, I've done 30 pre-game meetings, I've had to throw 28 of them in the bin. Lad, do you think that teams low down are going to come to Anfield and play the exact same fucking way? They have never done that. Your job is to predict what they're going to do.
And he's also been saying, and I said it again in another stream, that means all them team talks, or what was it, team talks he said, or no, tactics.
Pre-match meetings.
Yeah. That means just been chatting. That means he's just chatting was. Chatting nonsense.
It's the point of like, you go, okay, first time, you set up correctly, you change it, okay. Second time, same thing happens. Okay, you need to start like figuring it out. Because you know what? These teams low down that change their setup. So like he goes on about Barnsley. Barnsley changed to a back 5 when they play with the 4-3-3 all season. Go find another game where they've played the team higher up than them. I guarantee they've went to a back 5 at a point. So use that as your evidence. Don't go find Barnsley versus fucking Newport, where they were the favourites, and go, oh, they played a 4-3-3 in that game. That's how they're going to play against us. No! Go find a game where they are in a similar situation in terms of quality difference, where they're in a similar situation in terms of environment, and look at that as your evidence of how they're going to play. Not, oh, well, they play 4-3-3 when they're at home and against weaker teams, so they might do that against us at Anfield. Are we all right? Are we all right? Like, why do you work that way? Why does your brain compute evidence that way? Why is that how you figured this out? It's like the most common thing. Teams are going to set up more defensively when they come to Anfield. I had never had Jurgen Klopp come out and say, I didn't expect the team to defend against us at Anfield. Fucking hell, that's caught me off guard. But to Arne Slot thinks it's like a sin.
Yeah, bro, he thinks it's the worst thing you could ever do. Go to Anfield and park the bus. He thinks you shouldn't do that.
This guy wants Florentine Luis to play like Vitinha in order for us to play well.
Have we broke the record to Sam for the latest arrival to a show?
Yeah,
Tom's we're at 50 minutes here.
He broke his own record by 2 minutes.
Hey, record breaker. It's like Arne Slot. He's breaking all the records.
You lot are nasty. What's going on, Carl?
Yeah, we have something to smile about at least. He broke the record. Let's go.
But yeah, it's like, how can the manager basically say, "Oh, if you put a low block at Anfield, I don't want them doing that. I want them playing football. I don't agree with that." What do you mean you don't agree with that? They are trying to stop us from scoring. The manager wants everyone to be expansive. He wants everyone to be like gung ho against Liverpool because it gives us more opportunity.
He wants everyone to defend
Like,
as bad as we do.
Psychopath, bro.
He wants everyone to defend as bad as we do. Like he says,
he's actually a psychopath.
And then goes, "Why aren't teams as bad as us defensively?"
Then he starts talking about fine margins.
He's definitely a psychopath. Hi, Callum.
Good afternoon, guys.
Is his audio low or just me?
I mean, it was a bit low,
speaking, Cal?
Testing 1, 2.
Maybe your mic not be.
Yeah,
on,
I think you're not coming through your mic.
Yeah.
You're not connected. You're speaking from your laptop.
Man said Arne Slot's made Carl just mash up the equipment.
1 sec.
Yeah, I could tell it's not. Yeah, but yeah, the coach reckons you have to play a certain way against Liverpool, and that's real football. If not, it doesn't count.
I can't.
This is why I said I keep getting more triggered, man. That's the reason for it.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Better.
Did you enjoy the game, Cal? Did you have fun on Saturday watching us at 3 o'clock?
I was at a kid's party, so thankfully I didn't have to endure it.
Carl wasn't there to watch along. He done the smart thing.
What I did have to endure though was parents coming up to me going, "Are you going to make it home for Coppish?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. No." What I didn't enjoy was parents coming up to me going, "Man United are a point behind you." Yeah, I didn't enjoy that aspect of it. But in terms of watching the game, no. Again, maybe I'm in a minority here. I don't even blame Slot anymore. This isn't Slot's problem anymore.
I said the same thing. For that game specifically, I blame the players.
Oh, no. This falls at the feet of the owners now and the hierarchy.
Fenway Sanderson group.
You're calling out the owners.
It's a heel turn from Fenway Sanderson.
Right, you're calling out the owners.
Don't want to hear it.
Bro. Do you know what that's like? Do you know what that's like, Drift? That's like you buy me a car and then me stunting on everyone saying, "Oh, look at my new car." AXA paid for the training facility, bruv. AXA paid for it. AXA paid for it, bruv. And you're going to tell me, imagine that, Drift. Imagine you buy me a car and I'm like, "Oh, Drift, I really appreciate it." Don't say nothing to no one.
I don't even know where you even found that. That could be so.
He's been calling out FSG for time now.
Bro,
I knew this was coming. I come prepared, brother.
As I was going to say, before I was rudely interrupted by what only could be described as AI generated content.
AI, yeah. Okay. That's even HD enough for it to be AI.
Look, I can still appreciate what the owners are doing at the moment, but still call them out on a mistake. I think Alisson's the best goalkeeper we've had in my lifetime, but he still makes mistakes in games, right? And we still give him low ratings when he plays bad. Arne Slot can't sack himself. Arne Slot's not the one saying, "Yeah, let's keep you here." Arne Slot obviously isn't going to walk away from the job. So whose decision is it? If let's say Alisson was making mistakes every single week, and Slot was picking him, we'd eventually go from saying Alisson's not the greatest to, well, why is Arne Slot keep picking Alisson? Why are Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes fine with this? The message they're sending out this January to me is, okay, we're not backing you with new players because we don't fully trust you. But then the message you're also sending is, geez, we're not in a good enough state as a squad at the moment to go and challenge on all fronts. But we'll just leave it to the summer again. It's stupidity at the highest order from two people who I think have actually done a pretty good job since they've been here in Edwards and Hughes. I'm not one of those people who think we had a bad summer in all this. Did we leave ourselves short of centre back? Yeah. Did we leave ourselves short of winger? In my opinion, yeah. But that can be discussed here and there or everywhere. Right now, I'm watching Chelsea lose their manager and replace their manager. Man United lose their manager and replace their manager. And both teams are within a couple of points of Liverpool, who haven't replaced their manager. But out of those three teams, had the best foundation to work with, had the best resources over the last season and a half to work with, and has the best squad. Aston Villa above my team. If this is not Richard Hughes and Edwards' issue right now, I don't know what is.
You know they have 18 months left, Cal, apparently.
Slot should only have 18 minutes left.
Yeah, all their contracts expire at the same point.
All of their contracts expire at the same time. So Slots, Hughes, and Edwards, all of their contracts expire in 18 months. Do you think there's actually, all jokes aside, do you think there's a possibility all three could leave, in your opinion?
At this rate, I don't know, bro. I don't know, because the manager should have been sacked a while ago.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're saying the manager is not good enough for you to back him in January to get players which we need, then why is he here then? Since when was top four the be all and end all for our season? Which is not even a guarantee, because Man United, we saw at the weekend, played pretty good against City. Man United, for all as much as we joke about and laugh at them, they only have one game a week from now to the rest of the season. And again, it's going to sound like a agenda-driven call. At this point, I kind of don't care. Everyone's saying I was crazy for saying Gerrard is interim manager. Is Carrick a better manager than Gerrard?
No, probably not.
Has Carrick won the things Gerrard has won? Has Carrick been a manager as long as Gerrard was? No. But you see what happens when you get someone who can actually galvanize the players, the difference. Players running for their lives, players closing down space, players doing things that they weren't doing under Amorim. Because these people are human beings. If you cannot motivate your team because your philosophy, your tactics, and your management skills are in the pan, then people aren't going to do what is required of them, whether it be consciously or subconsciously. He's not needed here anymore. We need a new direction for the club. And if Hughes and Edwards can't see that, if Hughes and Edwards believe that this is the guy to still take us forward, considering what we've seen, then them two are smoking spice. And I don't want drug takers at my football club in the higher positions, personally. I want sane beings. I want people who want us to win every season. I want people to call me entitled when I go, we finished second. I want people to call me entitled because I say I want to win treble this season. I want people to call me entitled because we're winning Premier Leagues 4 out of 5 seasons, and I'm upset in the 5th season when we don't win something. So cool. If people don't want to fall in that category, that's up to them. I'm an entitled fan. I believe Liverpool should be the best team in the world, and I want Liverpool to be the best team in the world. But if that's not for everyone, then cool. If you just like going on the journey, if you just like foreplay without the ending, then cool. You man, do your thing. I like to finish.
The thing is as well, Cal, the interim thing, it made sense when there wasn't a manager available. Your first choice is available. Your first choice from the last time you needed the new manager. is available. So I don't know what we're waiting for.
Mm.
You at least had somewhat of an excuse when no one was available. And you could go, well, look, it's better to just get to the summer, have all the options available, and then assess then. The option is available now. It's there. There's only really one or two better, and there's no guarantee they become available. So you might as well jump on this one. Get it done, get it boxed off, and start again. But no. It will only change when the finances start getting affected. When Arne Slot starts to cost this football club serious money is when he'll get the sack. And I just wonder how long that'll be. Will it be if we fail to progress out the playoff round in the Champions League?
He has a lower win. He is, if I'm not mistaken, he has a lower points to game ratio than Roy Hodgson.
In the last 17 games,
in a 17 game span, he has less wins than Roy Hodgson. 1.25 was Roy Hodgson. 1.24 is Arne Slot. Roy Hodgson had Milan Jovanovic. Imagine if I gave this guy Milan.
Just about to answer, Sam. Did Roy Hodgson have Alisson Becker?
No, he didn't. Imagine if I gave him Milan Jovanovic.
Frimpong, Konate, Virgil, Kirkes, Grav, Mac, Sobo, Jones, Florian, Isak, Ekatike, Salah, Gakpo. Did he have all these players? He didn't have these players, did he?
No, he didn't.
Mad that.
And Roy Hodgson is like a manager we use as a measuring stick for like bad manager, basically.
Fact.
Like he's like, you know, when we give an example of a bad manager, we say like Roy Hodgson. This guy's worse than Roy Hodgson. Oh, I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Listen, if you wanna go get an you know what? Something that irritates me. I'll be honest with you guys. This is like a really bad thought, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway because we are all depressed. So I'll depress us more. You wanna know what legit irritates me? If we wait until the summer and we get Xabi Alonso anyway, we're a bunch of bitches. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, we're a bitch football club if we do that. Because if you're waiting until the summer to go get Luis Enrique, to go get Nagelsmann, blah, 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 I understand. I'll survive 3 months of slot bullshit to go get Enrique. Actually, I don't want to survive it. Like, give me an interim. But regardless, I would be like, at least I understand, you know? Like, okay, I get interim. I get slot ball for the next 3 months. I'm going to suffer, but then in the end, I'm going to get Luis Enrique. The thing that really irritates me is, what if we wait until the summer and then get Xabi Alonso anyway? So why you wasted everyone's time then?
Why if we continue to have Slot and we miss out on the Champions League spots?
It's a possibility.
Then we will no longer have Slot, and we will have to and players will have to leave because we cannot afford it.
Yeah, and you know what else? I know this is not even like the biggest concern, but you see, like these sponsorships, like there's probably clauses in there via like Adidas where like maybe money obviously will probably be less as well. How about this? Adidas might even give us a warning and say, if you F up again, we'll just get rid of the Adidas kits because you don't deserve it.
Do you think Adidas gave us a 100 million for the year deal for us to not get Champions League football?
This is what I'm saying, Tom. Apparently, it was like a 10 million.
I'm different from you guys. Yeah. I'm not even. And again, I'm a fan of it, so I'm again naively. I don't really care about the balance sheet like that. I don't really care about. I'm more talking about.
That's what Fenway Sanderson Group says in the summer when things are going well.
I deal with the fan liaison and player liaison side of things at FSG. So I don't really get involved with the finances too much. I leave that to other people. But in terms of in a short-term aspect, we know we need players to add to the squad. Players who we think we can go and get as our first choices will no longer be our first choices, or will no longer be their first choice. Because let's say, for example, it is a Schlotterbeck, for example. We won't be the only team in for a Schlotterbeck in the summer. But if we're in Europa and the other teams are in Champions League, if Schlotterbeck's going to sit there and go, well, you know what, yeah, I'd go and do Europa for a season with Liverpool, we'd turn around and probably go, no, I probably won't do a season there. I'm not on a come up anymore. I'm established, especially if he has a good World Cup. If he has a good World Cup, bloody hell, people are going to be circling around being like, no, we need this guy now. You think he's going to come to Liverpool and play Europa? No way.
We were able to get McAllister and Soberstein Europa because we had a manager like Jurgen Klopp, who is one of the best of a generation. I don't think players after this season, especially in the way he's handled a lot of players at the club, I think players will be head over heels to go, oh my God, let me pass up on Champions League football to go play for Arne Slot.
We've just seen it with
Exactly.
Gahey. We've just seen it with Gahey. Everyone,
I think the
everyone
whole
convinced
Salah
themselves.
situation makes this even worse for Slot, by the way, because in terms of like now players like like how can I say this? Players like around the world are seeing shit like that. Like we have to keep this in mind. We have to keep this in mind. This is the truth of the matter. It's just they're not the type of like they're. And by the way, Soboslai doing the Salah celebration actually has a much bigger like impact than people think. He's basically saying like, "Yo, we all back this guy." It's the truth.
Yeah.
Am I
Listen,
lying?
you're not lying because listen, Soboslai didn't even. What was the goal where he didn't even celebrate that one? That one, innit?
It was that one. He like stood there for a bit, and then afterwards
He just
done
stood there
the
and didn't
Salah
kind of
thing.
like care.
Yeah, and
like,
then
how
he
can
did
I-
I'll be honest with Sam. I think if it was that, I think it's like a bit of a tribute to Salah, but I don't think it's meant in that malicious way. So I think if it
I know.
was,
I'm just saying overall picture, like the
Yeah, no,
players
they back the
that
lad.
we'd want to sign won't join Liverpool, bro.
But it's disarray behind the scenes. You've got Salah's pissed off, McAllister's pissed off, Soboslai, you can tell, is pissed off. Even Virgil trying to do the rage bait thing about the booing thing, he's pissed off. Everyone's just pissed off.
Sorry, what did Virgil do?
He
Virgil
said
said he didn't like
don't
us.
wanna hear
He didn't like the booing.
We need to support with the booing thing.
Okay.
Well, for me, booing is. I think there's nothing wrong with booing. You know why? Booing is a sign of frustration.
This isn't the first time Virgil. Look, I love Virgil, but it's not the first time he's done this either. I think he did this previously. He put out a post when we were losing, and there was rumbling. And he said, "If we lose, support us when we're losing," or something like that. With all due respect, Virgil, bro, if you don't think we're supporting the club, then I don't know what to tell you, because we have arguably the best fan base in the world, not just the UK, in the world. Like, one of the reasons you have been put on this pedestal as one of the greatest centre backs of all time is because of our fan base. So let's not change the narrative now. We are booing because we are watching our team draw at home to Burnley. We are booing because we watched our team draw at home to Leeds. We are booing because we are sitting fourth in the league when we should be challenging for the league title. So Virgil, with all due respect, yeah, you're our captain. You're our best centre back that we've probably had in the modern era. But you cannot sit there and act like we're just acting crazy and reactionary. We're acting like this because we are being fed absolute nonsense. If you're a player and you came to Liverpool every week and the stands were half empty, you'd be sitting there going, well, where's the support? Well, guess what, Virgil? We're watching games every week where we sit there and we go, do these lot even want to win this game? Are these lot even good enough to win this game?
Yeah. Also, they
have it
ask
both
me if
ways.
I've been to Anfield. Why can't the match goers complain? I don't understand. Why is this a thing now? Like, oh my God, they booed us. Like, okay, and we deserve to get booed. So what? Like, I just don't understand. Like, what did you
Of
want?
course.
Do you want applause or what exactly?
Yeah.
Again, everything just sort of changes to fit narratives. People have the high ground model thing, and then when it doesn't go the way they want it to go, the narrative changes again. At the end of the day,
Doesn't that irritate you, Tom? The moral high ground.
I've been to Anfield 7-8 times this season. Various different games, various different results. Anywhere from a good high of beating Villa 2-0 or beating Atleti 3-2 to losing 3-0 to Forest. The frustration has been there for months now. The groans, the moans, the fucking hells, the this, that, and the other. There was a couple of boos after Nottingham Forest, because I remember it. Because I remember someone sat behind me going, "We don't do that here." And then he got struck, and his mate said, "Lad, did you watch what we watched?" So it's been there for a bit now.
Yeah.
But the frustration has been there the whole time. The idea that this is just, all throughout it's been positive. Or the idea that all throughout it's been positive and celebratory and get in there, that's exactly what I want to do. The fans have been frustrated with the style of football for months now, and nothing has changed. In fact, it's only gotten worse because we've gotten more scared and less adventurous and less risk. You know, we're more risk averse.
Yeah, that's why I said earlier on, bro.
Risk.
Those 6 draws that you're celebrating, the undefeated bullshit, bro. You win 3 of them, you got more points.
The manager doesn't set us up to win many games. He doesn't set us up to win many games, and that's a real problem as a Liverpool manager. Because even if Jurgen Klopp thought we were the underdog, which is the way he wants it to be, he still sets us up to win games. He still sets us up to be the dominant team, even if he thought pound for pound we might not be there. This manager, we have such an advantage technically wise, physicality wise. I think the manager sets us up like we're the underdog and we've got to just, try and kill the game. He's so good at killing the Anfield atmosphere, I've never seen a manager as good at killing the Anfield crowd as Arne Slot. And it's the one thing he's not supposed to do. Pep Guardiola has never been able to kill the Anfield crowd. Arne Slot can do it like that. Give him 5 minutes, the Anfield crowd's dead. It's a real concern. It's a real concern. But, you're not allowed to say anything because you won a league title last year. Got to remember that.
I don't know about you guys, man. I'm just getting a bit fed up of us doing these shows every week, and every week we're saying virtually the same things because nothing's changing or nothing's improving and nothing's being done about it.
Callum, as a content creator, what the fuck I'm supposed to say that's different?
No, I'm not saying we're wrong for what we're saying. I'm just saying I'm fed up with it.
I'm fed up as well, man. It's just
But it's out of our control.
I'm depressed, man.
Look, we can all sit here and say manager out, this, that, and the other. We can all say but look, let's be real. We represent a small portion of the Liverpool fan base. As much as you've got, what is it, close to 70,000 subscribers, we've got over 40,000 subscribers. That is a drop in the ocean in comparison to the amount of Liverpool fans there are in the world. And unfortunately, the majority of Liverpool fans don't actually agree with what we say. So there's not.
No, what do you mean? Most majority of Liverpool fans are slot out, I would say.
Yeah,
I would say so now. I would say so now.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that there's been a
even the ones that go to
shift.
Anfield, brother.
There's been a considerable shift in the last couple of weeks, Cal.
I believe when I see it, man.
I mean, if you're expecting to hear the crowd sing Slot out, that's never going to happen.
No, but I'm not saying that, but I don't know. Shall I tell you what it is? I've just over the last few months, I'd even say maybe so over the last couple of years, I've got this very, very strong frustration with our fan base as a whole, in the sense of I don't understand when we became so satisfied by not winning on a regular basis. It's like we win one year and it's like, oh, cool, that's a reset. We don't have to win next season now. It's cool, we've done it now. Like I don't understand where our fan base has become so tolerable of mediocrity. When did this happen to our fan base? I like picking and choosing when we listen to quotes, when we read out quotes. It's bad, man.
This is a Liverpool thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I'm done.
And even this summer, we dropped 450 million, Habibi. The whole point of us dropping that money is so we can go again. It's so that we can win again.
I'm missing my point. In the summer, bro, look, shout out to Drift. Drift was the only one that we worked with like on a regular basis who was like, it might be a lot of change in the summer, it might not be as great a season we think. But even he was like, we're still gonna win the league though. But and now the narrative is Hughes and Edwards messed up in the summer. I'm sorry, what? What? How can you call messing up in the summer buying Frimpong, Kirkes, Isak, Wirtz, Ekatike, and Leone? How is that messing up?
I'm not changing the narrative on the summer. I loved that summer. I think we had
amazing, bro.
It was the best summer we've ever had. Let's be realistic.
Without shadow of a doubt. Look, all right, and people will go,
guys, in the summer we were forget us. We were saying, is this the greatest Premier League transfer window of all time?
We were comparing it to Real Madrid, somewhere they bought Ronaldo, Kaká, and all them lot. What
we were even us four. We did it live on YouTube.
And people will sit there and go, oh, we signed too many players. We signed Frimpong because we lost Trent, 1-for-1. We signed Kirkes because we lost Tsimikas, 1-for-1. Leone for Kwanzaa, 1-for-1. Ekitike for Diogo Jota, rest his soul, 1-for-1. Isak for Nunes, 1-for-1.
We sold 9 and bought 6. We're actually negative. We're actually in a 3 deficit.
We had the players we bought. It wasn't. And remember, previous to that, we hadn't signed. Sorry, we'd only signed 1 player in the previous 3 transfer windows. 3.
I know. Oh, we did sell Diaz and didn't get a replacement. Remember? Because
that's what I'm saying. We bought 7 and we sold 9.
And again, when we didn't get Gahey over the line and we sold Diaz, I sat there and I said, you know what? I don't think we'll get the big one. I don't think we'll get multiple big trophies. I don't think we'll get League and Champions League. A league. I said I'd expect us to win the Premier League and one of the domestics because we didn't. But and then in my mind it was if we add a centre back in January, then maybe we can kick on in the Champions League, depending on the rest. But this narrative that we stunk out the summer and all this, we had a phenomenal summer, and the fact that we're sitting here criticizing the club for spending that amount of money and getting the personnel we got in is mind-blowing to me. I got people sitting there.
People are blaming the club because the manager has been unable to use players correctly.
Bro, I was doing a show of Ends last week. Shout out to Ends. And I got someone calling in. I've got people telling me Isak's a bum and all this. They've got the same Isak that people twerked for the whole summer for. Isak's
that with his left foot had a first time finish literally against Spurs away. That listen, whatever it is, like that was a great finish, you know. That was a great finish.
It's the same Alexander Isak. The same people will have been saying was better than Erling Haaland last year.
The same Alexander Isak that was ripping our defense, Arsenal's defense to shreds.
Yeah.
The same Kirkes who won best Premier League left back of the season. The same.
Yeah, all the Premier League players and coaches voted him to be part of the team.
Come on, man. What are we doing, man?
It's just
why
so
can't we just say the manager's shit and he should get sacked and just that's it? All this fucking bullshit. Oh my god, we had a really bad summer. We should have signed this. We should have signed that. Should have signed what? Yeah, the summer was really good. I'll be honest. If I go back in the summer, the only thing, and I agree with Callum completely, the only thing that I might change is like maybe what's it called? Maybe sign like a center back. That's it. Other than that, I'm not changing a single thing, bro. Like we signed unbelievable players in this.
Even the Luis Diaz stuff. Again, never wanted Luis Diaz sold. But the revisionism on Luis Diaz, we're sitting there acting like Luis Diaz. A lot of the fan base act like Luis Diaz was scoring and assisting every single week of every single game. Like there were months that would go past where Diaz wouldn't score a goal or wouldn't register an assist. There were times where Diaz would be the most frustrating player on the pitch.
Exactly.
Diaz is a baller. Don't get me wrong. He's an absolute baller.
He's a good player.
No, he's brilliant. He's a brilliant footballer. But let's not act like we couldn't have gone out and got someone else to have an impact.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I wouldn't
get someone. And then not just that though. The further issue is Arne Slot won't play one of the players or 2 of the players that can also play in that position in Rio and Chiesa. That's not the owner's fault. That is Arne Slot's fault. If you're watching Gakpo play and you don't think to yourself, you know what, I should try Chiesa there for a 3-game run, just see how he gets on. It's only fair. Or I should try Rio there for a 3-game run. Why not? But no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Do you know how bad things are this season? I'm getting people going, we should have kept Nunes. If that's not a sign of how bad this season's been, I don't know what is.
Carl, let me tell you something.
We should have kept Nunes because of his running. That's why I'm keeping the footballer because of
I know. I heard of that before.
No, but if working hard's the real thing,
I'm never saying we should.
It's so. Don't get me wrong. I do like it when my players work hard. Why the fuck was Harvey Elliott shoved out the door when the one thing that lad wants to do is die for a Liverpool shirt? And he's been. There has been options to bring him back this January.
That's what it is.
The manager will sit there in a press conference and go, "He's Aston Villa's player."
No, the manager will say, "I've got better options."
Oh, bro, that Calvin Ramsey quote.
No, but that just shows Slot's elite man management. Come on,
No,
man.
it just shows Slot is actually.
He's an elite man manager. What are we doing?
But again, do you know what? I got to call us out as a fan base again. When he came out last season and decided to throw Trent under the bus after Trent announced he was leaving, we all
but that was fine.
No. Loads of people were like, yeah, good on you, Slot. Good on you. Talk the ting. Are we forgetting some of these people playing in the team are actually friends with Trent, like close friends with Trent? Like they were friends with Trent before Slot became a manager, was even thought by Liverpool. But now he.
Wow, what a bomba! According to Foot the Strangest.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't even know.
I've never even heard of them. Anyway,
No,
let me
but
just grab these super chats before I ask the boys about Marseille. Big up to all of you guys locked in.
Have you seen the video where Trent reacted
guys?
to
We
the
got
Diaz pen, by the way?
Tom, can you stop? Can you let me run my show?
Sorry for having a conversation with Callum Sanderson. And,
can I run the show and then we'll speak about Marseille next? Big up to all of you guys.
What if I don't want to speak about Marseille? What if I don't want to speak about Marseille?
I want to speak about Marseille. Welcome to Don.
No, you don't though, do you? You actually don't, because you'll just get more frustrated when we start talking about it and go, we're shit, we're going to lose.
Tom just wants to crash out. Let him crash out, Sam. He just wants to crash out.
I just wanted to ask if they'd seen the video of Trent reacting to the Brahim Diaz pen yesterday.
Yeah, I've seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Him and his brother in it. Yeah, I've seen it.
So they were laughing.
Well, Trent has to go like this off camera.
Trent basically does this. And kind of like goes off the camera. But,
Okay.
Stark.
Great. Thanks for the interruption there, Tom, for Brahim Diaz. Cristiano says, how can you let City get Gahey for 20 million? Because he's on 300 grand a week. That's
plus.
Stupid. But Gakpo being on 285 grand a week is okay.
It's not.
15. You then have paid 15 grand more a week for Mark Gahey. Just saying. Big up to Bradley and Wirtz again, who says, Tom, just because you got shit on your fingers changing your baby's nappies earlier, don't take it out on me.
I see how it is.
Can we get a response, or are you just going to smile?
No. If that's how he sees it, that's how he sees it. Fair enough.
Big up Bradley and Wirtz. Big up Brad. You own Tom. Not the LFC way. Neither is this awful football. Exactly. Is this shit football the LFC way? No, it's not. Against Wolves at home, they had higher XG. There's a big danger Liverpool might not finish top 8. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I think our worst case scenario with Baldy is 7th, 8th. Top 8 is guaranteed, in my opinion. I'll be honest. Like 9th, 10th, I don't see us finishing that bad.
Yeah, but what?
Go on.
No, I was gonna say, but what if I said Brentford, Man United, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Arsenal, and Man City? 2 of them already count. 3 of them are guaranteed to finish above.
That would be
dark.
Could be 8th, then, wouldn't we?
We'll be 8th.
Even then. Like, I don't think people realize how, like, we're not. I think like teams are like 10th, like 3 points off us. Yeah, Everton are 4 points off us in 10th. Sunderland are 3 points off us in 9th. Newcastle are 3 points off us in 8th. Like, we're not.
Is this a therapy session or a depression session? I think we're beyond therapy now because we're all depressed. So who's going to give us the therapy? That new article from that page today has made me lose my mind, blaming fans who demand a coach change. FSGPR machine waiting for Mo to return. Yes, and Sky Sports have already done it. Will Mo's return disrupt LFC momentum? And it's 4 draws against promoted sides, momentum, and a draw against Fulham. Oh, it's going to disrupt our momentum, Toronto Reds. Thank you for the super, Habibi. Matt, the average second half performances you mentioned is the direct result of the manager's team talks, tactics. Players are so underwhelmed with him.
Facts. Big facts. I said this, yeah. Players have mentally checked out. They've mentally checked out. They're not throwing games like that. I'll never accuse them of that. It's like they mentally. It's like going to your workplace. You know, you're just waiting for, I don't know, your new job offer. You're still gonna do your job. Like, you're not gonna do that crazy, but you just mentally checked out. Or what's happened is you're waiting for the manager that you know is your manager right now to leave because he's giving you a hard time or something at work or whatever. You're just waiting for that opportunity. You've mentally checked out. You just go to work, you're doing your job, but you're not going above and beyond. And remember, in football, you have to go above and beyond Because they always say, like, you got to give more than 100% to win a football game. And I don't think Liverpool are really doing that. I don't think they are. That's the
Big
problem.
up Kopish, big up Don Husam. That's it. I agree with this message. Big up to you, Bradley and Wirtz. Thomas, what did
like
you
with you and Fonzie, is it? Is this what's like with you and Fonzie, Cal, where just you got someone out for you?
Yeah. I don't want any beef with Fonzie.
What did you do to him, though? Did you do something?
He put that super chat in earlier, and it was like he said,
I don't know.
When I crashed out, it did something, and then
I
just
don't
added
know
up
what
for
I've
me
done,
since.
because that's what scares me. I don't know what I've done to him.
There it is. So do you want to know what I did to Bradley and Wirtz? He did a £50 super chat and said, "I can't take Angry Tom serious. Sounds like my little brother." And I said, "Oh, for fuck's sake, Bradley." No big ups to you. And then since then, he's been out for me.
Tom, what else can Van Dijk say publicly when he knows deep down the issue is their coaching? I think a lot of players have clocked out for the season. Can explains why the new boys are playing well, because they have to prove it.
So say something differently. So say something other than the same shit I've heard for the past 9 weeks when nothing changes. If you keep coming out and saying the same thing and I'm not doing anything different, I'm going to get angry and I'm not going to take what you say seriously. Come out and say something different, or don't say anything.
Here's a very easy solution to what Virgil says. It hurts to hear the Anfield crowd booing us, but we also have to give them something to cheer. Not hard. It's really not hard. It's really not hard.
I agree with Callum. This is it. Big up Cal. Record breaker is what Akia is saying. Yep, 54 minutes. Let's go. Cal, the root to our problems. Casually spawned into the Don Husam lobby. Big up, lol.
Wow.
That's actually worse than anything Fonzie's ever said.
The root
to our problems.
Problems, is crazy.
Raw.
The root.
Only 1 point more than 11, 12, and 14, 15 after 22 games played. Slot out. Actually, I did see that. Big up to man like Amar. He sent it to me. And this is true. Brendan Rodgers, 22 after 22 games, we had more points.
That is
Rodgers wasn't there for that part.
And on that note, I've got to shoot, guys.
Big up, Matt. Big up. Appreciate you joining us, man.
That was
sorry for the depressing stream today, guys. I apologize. Yeah. Everyone's just pissed off and depressed. Like, here's the thing. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to speak at the Marseille game, whatever. But there's no enjoyment at Liverpool. It's just
enjoyment.
It's just frustration.
What's
depression. That? It's just there's nothing going on.
But very bold of you, Matt, to assume that we enjoy.
Yeah, man said enjoyment. Are you okay, brother? What enjoyment? What enjoyment, Habibi?
Yeah, we don't do that around there.
We don't do that around here. Enjoyment. Enjoyment, my ass. There is no enjoyment.
Enjoy
what?
Fuck you now.
Enjoy what?
We don't do that. We don't do that, big man. We don't.
You just said enjoyment. I love that. I love that, man. I love your optimism, though. I love it.
No, what I'm saying is, there's nothing going on with this football club in any positive way. Let me rephrase it better. Let me rephrase. I'm tired. It's been a long morning.
Enjoyment.
But no. But like, there's nothing positive about this football club, from the coach to the football to player performances to off the field issues. There's nothing positive at all. That's the reality. That's why it's hard to Obviously, man will smile, but not about Liverpool. I'll smile about jokes and stuff, not Liverpool. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, I'll leave you on with that.
Matt, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for joining us.
Big up, people.
Matt turns up on time. Big up to you, Matt. Big up to Thomas, who says, can we pick up one of our old players, Sadio Mane, after his second AFCON, when the man has put together quite the trophy cabinet as a career? What a G. Yeah, big up to Sadio Mane. He got me Liverpool legend. Big up. One of the greatest Liverpool players of all time. One of the greatest African players of all time. 100%. Big up to Akio, says Klopp x Gerrard online petition. And then you woke up and you realized it was only just a dream. Salah's better than Henry. He's more PFAs, goals, assists, records, golden boots, playmaker awards. He scored every type of goal, ratio, impact, one more consistent. Hey, run it, man. Let's run that narrative. Salah got the Steph Curry League title, the one where he did it by himself without anyone else. Big up to you, Ryan Glasgow. Thank you for
I love Salah, but I don't agree with that.
Yeah, we know you love Arsenal. Even Redman are saying it's time to go for Akia. Who on Redman said it's time to go? Because Errol doesn't count. Big up to Kenneth who says, Husam, I resent you the video about club ball versus slot ball on Snapchat. I'll watch it after. I'll watch it after. Appreciate you, my brother.
Do you
Kenneth,
want to
thanks so
watch
much.
it though? Do you want to feel that sad on a Monday?
Why not? Let's analyze. The club needs to sack him or turn into another United. The longer we keep him, the more rot will settle in. The club needs to take action now. I agree because how long is this going to go on for? God knows.
Shall I be real with you as well? Another thing.
Yes.
You know, the longer he stays here, and I'm not even saying there's a strong chance it doesn't happen, but the longer he stays here, the less chance Kanate stays, by the way.
I mean, have you seen that thing today about why was it?
Yeah, but Errol is different Akia anyway, bro. I was on Spaces with Errol from Football Wars days. Shout out Solitaire, if you know. I was there, bro. It's different. It's different Akia. We're talking about like, let's not listen. I said 2026 is the year of no beef. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Big up to all of you guys. I'm choosing my mental health and my peace over everything else. So, I just want to speak about the Marseille game a little bit. Big up to all of you guys. Like I said, let's get to 500 likes. We got to over 1,000 people locked in. Callum, you start us off because Tom is playing Football Manager on the side. 100%. What do you think is going to happen in the Marseille game / how do you feel about it?
Worried about the game. If I'm not mistaken, we just need one win out of our last 2 games to qualify, right? So, I was going to say I expect us to beat Karabag, but I can't even say that at the moment.
I think Karabag are above us,
I was going to say Karabag have actually played good football this Champions League in certain games as well, and they've actually turned up in games. The Marseille, with De Zerbi there, the Marseille game has the potential to be what De Zerbi did when we played Brighton.
They were fucking bad, them. They were bad, them games. Oh,
we could potentially get moved to quite bad by Marseille.
Potentially,
but we could sneak a win as well.
Get moved to.
We could sneak a win as well. Shall I tell you what? We are so Jekyll and Hyde as a team. Not in terms of performances. In terms of performances, we're really consistent. We're consistently bad. But in terms of results, we are Jekyll and Hyde because I thought we'd go into Milan and get spanked, and we didn't. But then I thought we'd go and beat Burnley, and we didn't. I thought we'd go to Arsenal, get spanked, but we didn't. So it seems like we have a small club mentality at the moment in terms of we perform better against the bigger team usually and then choke against the so-called winnable games. So even though in my brain is telling me, we might not win the game, my heart's saying we probably might get something through it because we will probably end up turning up against a team because we know Marseille could do damage. We're a really weird team at the moment. I'm not looking forward to the game because I don't think the performance will be great. I don't think we'll play scintillating football or do anything special. But I think we could sneak a win.
You don't think we're going to play good football? What makes you possibly think that? If there's one thing that we've done this season loads, it's definitely play good football. Look, I can't be. But you mentioned the Brighton game. If this is like that Brighton game from a couple of years ago, it'll be a very, very dark day. And I want us to win, obviously. But there is one thing they absolutely categorically cannot do. If they dare let Mason Greenwood have a good game against us, if these players dare let him have a good game against us, that'll be a really, really bad moment for a lot of them.
It won't be, Tom. And I know why you're saying that, but let's not act like the players are bum. As a human being, yeah, we can talk about him all day. As a footballer, he's an absolute baller. Let's make no bones about it. If he didn't have the off-field issues that he had, he's an absolute guaranteed player to be in the England squad. Let's have it right. If he didn't do what he did off the field, he'd still be at Man United and probably be their first choice striker.
What are we talking about here?
Mason Greenwood.
Oh.
Greenwood's a baller. So if he has a good game against us, not because we're crazy or we're rubbish, he's a bloody good footballer. It's just the off-field stuff and what he did obviously is like it's bottom of the barrel stuff, isn't it? But he's a fantastic footballer. But here's the thing: we should always go into games to try and negate what the opposition do. But hey,
I miss the days when we had James Milner, who I could just know I could start and know we'd absolutely made someone like that. Go right through them in the first 5 minutes and then give me a bit of a good feeling for the rest of the game.
I miss when we knew how to play the sport.
I miss Milner.
That's what I really miss.
Yeah, the fact that we keep on reminiscing about old players says a lot about our current state.
To be fair, I won't ever get to like the map point, like, oh, you know what, guys, I really miss Naby Keita. I won't ever get to that point.
Right, he can't even defend himself. He's not even.
I won't ever get to that point, but I miss guys like Milner. That they were good guys, and a lot of time with Jimmy Milner. And like, have you seen fucking Henderson this season? He's played well. Could have done with a DM like that sometimes.
This is how I know things are bad, is when I'm seeing shout out to Bayesian Barnes and Bayesian Reds TV. I think they put out something on Twitter saying they'll take current Sadio Mane over current Gakpo, and I'm like, this is when things are really bad, because
it's not an outrageous thing to say. That's not an outrageous thing to say.
It is. I love Sadio Mane, one of my favorite ever players.
Yeah, Sadio Mane is physically not there. To be honest.
He's not there anymore.
Yeah, and Gakpo is physically there, and yet looks like he's physically not.
Okay, but you know what? If all right, and I'm saying this is not even Gakpo.
Well, if I use Gakpo as the measuring stick, though, like there's so many players that take ahead of him.
No, I hear that. And again, I'm not even disagreeing with you. But one thing I don't think we've been consistent with Gakpo, and I'll even include myself here as well, is we've given a lot of leeway to other players saying the manager's not helping with their style of play and this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not even saying Gakpo's this wonderful wing or anything like this. But this is the worst version we've seen of Gakpo, arguably, since that first half season when he first joined and wasn't up to it physically. This manager's stifling all the players. Gakpo's also suffering from that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong, he's not helping himself. But this notion that Gakpo's rubbish and washed as a footballer, I don't buy into. Do I want us to sign someone who starts ahead of Gakpo? Absolutely. Do I think we can? Absolutely. But this narrative that he's a crap footballer or this, that, and the other, I think it's unfair.
No, he's certainly not washed. But there's a deep, deep frustration with him, especially considering the fact that he got a mega money deal in the summer.
No, I agree. But is that frustration coming from the fact that the manager picks him all the time as well? Because again, that's not his fault. It's
not his fault that he's getting picked all the time. But there's also, I think fans are all like to feel the frustration towards the fact that we're in that situation, because
I'm not disputing the fact
he is getting stifled, but and that's limiting his output. I agree, because I'm one of the ones who said that there's a certain way you've got to play Gakpo, and if you play him like that, you'll get the output that you want. But the real frustration I get with a lot of fans is he's not even doing the basics right. And I know that the manager's crap, but the manager's not crap enough for you to not play to your overlapping fullback. The manager's not crap enough for you to constantly do what you do when it doesn't work.
Yeah.
At some point, you've got to have a bit of game intelligence and go, it ain't for me today. Let me just keep it simple and keep it moving. Because when anyone else goes out onto the left wing, they do the simple things, and Kerkez gets into the game, and we look at like more of a threat down the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the frustration is. That there's an understanding that a lot of players are getting limited by Arne Slot, but that for me doesn't excuse the inability to do the basics. There's a way you have to play Gakpo. Gakpo has to be basically you're doing alley-oops to the back post. That's basically you're doing pick and rolls to the back post.
That's crazy.
That's what you're doing. You're doing pick and roll into a lob ball to the back post for Cody Gakpo to get on the end of with a height advantage on a fullback. That's really it. That's his strength of his game, and we just seem to. You got all of that. You got all of what you got out of him last year, and again, this is where it does come down to the manager, and this is where you're correct in saying the manager limited them. You got all you got out of him last season by having him pretty close to goal. So why have we now this season insist on putting our wingers as far away from goal as possible, so our fullbacks can go close to goal? You know, the Kerkez that scored 3 goals before he came to us, the Frimpong that scored 6 goals. They're getting in those positions ahead of the guy who scored 49 goals and the guy who scored 25 goals.
We know why that is, though.
because the manager's got weird ideas about how you break down teams, and it doesn't work.
Can the Champions? Do you know? Let me actually have a look at the Champions League table, because I'm almost certain we won't fall out of the.
That was the thing I was gonna ask you guys. Are you worried that we don't make it to the next round?
All right.
No. We'll
in terms of like round. No, 1 second. In terms of like we go playoffs.
Oh no! I think we'll go through.
No, you could make playoffs. You could make playoffs.
That's not what I'm saying, you guys. I'm saying, are you worried that we're gonna go to the playoffs instead of direct qualification?
Oh yeah. I am. Yeah.
That's a very real possibility.
Because right now, Bayern are 3 points ahead of us on 15 points. Okay. Arsenal, I think, have guaranteed qualification already. I think they need just 1 point or something. But we are 9th. So we are in the playoff positions. The team in 24th, Copenhagen, has 7 points. So they're 5 points behind us. So we're almost guaranteed like a playoff position. I'm talking about the top 8. So the teams ahead of us, on 12 points, 13 points, blah, blah, blah. Like, are we worried that we're gonna have to play an extra game basically
it's an extra 2 games that we probably won't win anyway. Yeah, that's a very real worry that we don't,
because that's an extra 2 games, guys, home and away. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but you've got to think about who it would be against them as well, because what teams are in the playoffs?
Oh, great question, Tom. Let's look at it. So let's look at like those teams from 15th to 24th. Barcelona, Marseille, Juventus, Galatasaray, Monaco, Leverkusen, PSV, Karabag, Napoli, Copenhagen.
There's a couple of teams there that I worry that we wouldn't get past.
Yeah, but you keep in mind as well.
And then you're then talking.
You only have 1 striker fit, so that's another extra 2 games.
No, but you're then talking about like we're sitting there going, we might not get through that. We are then talking about we spent how much in the summer? 400 odd million, and we couldn't get into the round of 16 of the Champions League.
Can I ask you guys a question? Again, Sam, apologies if you guys have spoken about this. I know I came late,
as
you guys have alluded to a few times.
Yes. I don't think we said the fact that you come 50 minutes late.
No, you didn't.
54 minutes.
There it is.
Sorry, 54. Sorry.
This Gahey situation. Where do you guys stand on it? Because I always maintain and say it's similar with the Semenyo situation for me. They for me weren't the be all and end all. Very good footballers, but it wasn't a case of we just need those particular 2 players. It was we needed a winger and we needed a centre back. If it wasn't those 2, as long as it was players who we looked at and all went, oh yeah, they're still very good. How do you guys feel about it? Because again, 300k I think is a lot of money, but big up to Mark Gahey for actually getting that deal, because I quite like seeing players who aren't like very loud and obnoxious and stuff actually getting paid quite well. But where do you stand on that? Because I'm only upset because I don't think we're going to move in the window, not because we didn't get the actual 2 players in question.
Tom, you answer.
I haven't really even thought much about the window or anything. I really haven't. I've just sat. My head's been on how long am I going to have to stick by. I don't want this manager to get a hold of any new players. Almost. Like I just want us to start up again, and that's when I'll start thinking about the market. Because who's to say I buy a certain player for this manager, and then Xabi comes in and goes, you know what? It's not doesn't work for me that. So like,
that's what I was going. That's what I was speaking about earlier. A lot of people are saying, "I'll just wait till the summer to get Xabi Alonso and stuff because then he can start fresh with the squad." I don't agree with that, because I think what the big strength for what helped Klopp a lot was the fact that he got to come in early, assess the players, and then could actually decide on whether these players were good enough to play for him in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the idea of Xabi Alonso potentially coming in the summer and having to use pre-season to judge whether players are good enough or not, because then that means we can actually lose pace on others in the market. Because let's be real, the reason why the
manager should come in now. By the way, I'm with you on this. He should use the end of this season with no pressure, with just a happy feeling that we've got Xabi in the club as a chance to assess who in the squad is there. But I also think that, again, this is something that the club managed to convince a lot of people of. When Xabi Alonso takes over, if Xabi Alonso or whoever it is comes to take over the football club, they do watch football. So they will have a general idea of who's good and who's not. Now, on the training ground is where they can figure out if they can do certain roles. But these guys will come in with a general understanding, having watched X amount of games before they took over, watched the tactical side of it, heard from other coaches, heard from this, that, and the other. They'll have put together in their head an idea. And in the first week or so of training is about recognizing if that idea is reality or not. And that's where you get to it. For me, I think that the ideal thing is to bring him in now and you can work through it. But it doesn't take a manager all of pre-season to figure out if a player is good enough or not. Players themselves said they figure out in a day if a player is good enough or not in the first training session. Managers can figure out very quickly if a player can do what they need him to do. And the club will have ideas based on what's happened this year and where statistically we're underperforming very much, of a general idea of what positions might need to be targeted. So this idea that whatever manager comes in the summer needs to spend all the preseason figuring out the squad, I think is a little bit far-fetched. It's all come from that one summer where we just went for Zubimendi and then didn't get him because we were assessing for the old time. Like I think that ideally you bring him in now because I don't want to watch any more Liverpool games with Arne Slot as the manager. But it wouldn't take Xabi Alonso, for example, a month to figure out whether Wataru Endo can do a job in a pivot for him, or if McAllister is mobile enough to play one of the positions in the midfield for him, or if Gakpo can do the job that he wants from a left winger. It wouldn't take it that. It wouldn't take that long.
Yes.
Big up to Baharat who says, Mandam, have you seen Paddy the Baddy's interview with BBC? He calls out Slot for playing boring sideways and backwards football. He especially mentions the Leeds game. Wonder if Slot inners will slander Paddy now. I'd like to see it. Oh, Slot inners will slander anyone. They'd slander their own mother for being Slot out. It's the truth. They slandered the match goers for booing. Am I lying?
No.
Did I say something that is a lie? Did I say something that's
you
crazy?
haven't.
You know, they tell me I've never been to Anfield, yet they will slander also the ones who go to Anfield and complain.
Mm-hmm.
Can you win? No, you can't. I disagree, Tom. I've seen Gakpo in midfield and he didn't look great, but he looked better than what he does this season on left wing.
No, we didn't. I think like now going too far. Gakpo midfield was a fucking it was an abomination.
That was dark.
He was so bad in midfield. And again, it's like people go, oh, Gakpo false nine was good. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't. He is a left winger. He's a left winger. He's not been good this season. But if I have to pick a position for Gakpo to play on a football pitch, it's the left wing.
Agreed. One Tom, two Tom, three Tom, four Tom, three Tom, two Tom, one. My Tom, his Tom, your Tom, none. This guy ain't no motherfucking MC. I know everything you've got to say against me. I am white. I am a fucking bum.
Wow. Bradley,
What did you do to this person?
He put in a super chat at the start going, I can't take Angry Tom serious. He sounds like my little... And I went, oh, God, fuck you, Bradley.
Oh,
that's
okay.
it.
So, what do you mean that's it?
He paid money to borderline insult me, Callum.
And then you insulted him back.
Yeah, and then I left it there. And since then I've had Eminem turn up and just go at me.
Yeah, you brought this one on yourself, Tommy.
I am a fucking wall.
And what did you do to Fonzie?
I do live in where
No, I'd have responded as maybe not like that. I'd have responded.
My boy Husam is a terrorist. Oh God. And then Brad comes back and says, love you, Tom. Hey, big up. See, we ended up with love me.
Look, we've gone full circle. We had a good laugh. You haven't had that with Fonzie yet, have you?
Love wins.
No, I haven't. That's what I'm saying. At least you got a lot. Fonzie just cooks me.
Oh, you get to get slandered. Oh, you get slandered, Callum. Would you like a tissue for all the slander you receive? You know, I'm glad. You know, if I end the stream right now, you've only been on the show for 59 minutes. You haven't even got to an hour because you are 54 minutes late.
Yeah, I know how late I was.
You know, there you are.
This is crazy work.
Would you swap Mane for Gakpo until the end of the season?
No.
I wouldn't. Because I just don't think Mane is physically there to play Premier League games. That's it.
Yeah, but I would enjoy seeing Mane more. I just like Sadio.
Maybe at first
would
you would, but when he's not able to do anything.
Yeah, but like you're saying that like this, like I've enjoyed watching Gakpo at any point.
I'd enjoy watching Drifty more left wing.
You wouldn't.
The one thing is, even if Mane's physically not there, I know that Mane knows how to play with an overlapping fullback and plays nice 1-2s and has nice moments with them.
Maybe I'd play him in the Champions League games, you know.
Guys, we brought in Luis Diaz when Mane was here because Mane wasn't as dynamic as we wanted him to be as a left wing.
Yeah, this is true.
Years down the line, we want to bring Mane back to play left wing. Come on, guys.
Yeah, why not? Bring everyone back. Get Milner back. Get Henderson back. Let's just run it back to that old squad.
If we're going to go and get someone from the Saudi league, it should be Ivan Toney. That's who we should be going to get.
Because you know what? We need another striker.
Yes, Tom, right now we do need another striker.
No. Go play Will Wright. Scored a goal on the weekend against Arsenal and got 2 assists. Play him.
Okay. Will Wright's better than Ivan Toney, yeah?
Well, Will Wright didn't get arrested in London in December, so...
Why did Ivan Toney get arrested in London?
Because he punched someone. Well,
why did he punch someone?
Because he took a photo with him.
That's the story, yeah?
That was written in the story, yes.
Yeah.
Now, how much context is missing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, quite a lot of context from someone who is being a bit over aggressive and a bit too handsy with someone, got punched in the face. If this was someone other than a footballer, this wouldn't even make the news.
I'm just saying, Will Wright hasn't punched anyone.
You're right. Will Wright's never
Anyway, guys, I'm not wrapped up here. I don't even want to get triggered anymore. Love you all. I'm going to go play some GeoGuessr, watch some trash TV, anything not Liverpool related. And there might be a big surprise, guys, on YouTube at 10 p.m. UK time today, but we'll keep it there.
Okay.
Love you all. Like the video, subscribe if you're ready to do so, and big up to Brad. Dubs in the chat for Brad, for cooking Tom, and for dropping a 50-piece. Appreciate you. Big up to everyone who's shown us love and support. Man, this community gets us through so much bullshit. Honestly, love you all, man. Peace out, habibis.